Pre-back fall and premature ejaculation. This one weakness has many names. My friends, this is not any disease. It's a weakness that can be turned into strength. If you want to know how the structure of the pelvic floor and the weakness of pelvic muscles can be a major reason for your pain, then I have made a detailed scientific explanation video on that. By watching that video, at least you'll understand why you are troubled by this issue, because there are many reasons for pain and it. Alright, but to put it briefly, if I have to say it precisely in one line, it's that your mind-muscle coordination isn't very good. During lovemaking, it's very common and a natural process for the mind to get excited. But what happens suddenly after that excitement? You lose control over some particular muscles. If you had better control over those muscles, you could have increased your timing. When you are unable to do that and you ejaculate immediately, that's what's called premature ejaculation. Now, many reasons are behind this. As I mentioned, years of wrong lifestyle and bad habits like excessive masturbation or porn addiction. These habits are common reasons behind it. People who are physically inactive, sitting in an office for long hours, often find their pelvic muscles stiff. Instead of a detailed explanation, I'll offer a quick solution. How exactly? I mentioned earlier mind-muscle coordination. Now, according to yoga, this muscular body of yours, this Annamaya Kosha and your mind, the connection between the two is the Manomaya Kosha. The bridge between these two is your breath, the Pranamaya Kosha. Alright, so if you learn to engage your breath at the right time, when to inhale, when to exhale along with your muscular training, if you master this, there's a very high chance that your pay problem will get resolved very quickly within 2 to 3 weeks. Yes, for some brothers, this pay issue isn't related to physical weakness at all, nor is it related to mental weakness. So what's their situation? Their foreskin is hypersensitive. So if the foreskin is hypersensitive, what can be done in that case? They won't get much benefit from this training. I'll write down what they should do in the description below. You can check out that process. Because it's a very sensitive topic, I can't make a video about it, but if you read it, you'll easily understand. So let's move on to some science-backed exercises. I'll tell you about 5 science-backed, beginner-friendly exercises through which you can address your premature excorporation problem. If it's happening because of mind-muscle coordination, you can recover from it very quickly. I always talk about yoga. In every video, I show some kind of yogic stretching exercise. Because yoga is the only solution that trains your mind, brain, and breath all together. But many brothers don't even start yoga either because of their stiff bodies or their busy schedules. They feel that yoga is a long process. They avoid the mat, fearing lengthy practice. We'll learn pranayam, and many of you commented, "Sir, you've made videos, there's playlist, which one should we do?" Friends, these bad habits built over years, a quick fix in 2 or 3 days not possible. Daily for half an hour to 45 minutes, a permanent solution. What I am sharing today is a quick fix with which you can recover from your problem by 50 to 70% in 2 to 3 weeks. But for 100% result, you will have to do 1 hour of yoga daily. Let's move on to some beginner-friendly exercises. Before showing you the exercises, I'll explain the breathing sequence for the 5 exercises I'm about to show you. In each of those exercises, you need to apply a specific breathing technique, right? And in yoga, this is called Mula Bandha, which is known as Kegel exercise in Western culture. Or it's also called pelvic floor training. In medical terms, this is called the 𝐂𝐥𝐬𝐧𝐥𝐢 muscle group, meaning all the muscles from your pubic floor all the way to the coccyx are collectively referred to as the pelvic floor muscles. Now, what do you need to do? Applying the Moolbandh means that, in a very controlled manner, you will slowly inhale, and as you slowly fill your breath, you need to try to tighten and pull up all the muscles of your anus, the surrounding muscles, and all the pelvic floor muscles together, holding them tightly upwards. Try to hold that tightness for a little while, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, keeping it as tight as you can. Then, when you exhale, release it along with the exhalation. For now, just try this process for 1 minute. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. This is just an observation. There is no visible movement involved. You just have to observe. Slowly inhale through your nose and feel the breath reaching all the way down to your abdomen. Take a full, relaxed breath so that the expansion of your abdomen is clearly visible, and along with that, what will you do? You will tighten and hold all the muscles of your anal zone and the entire pelvic floor upwards, and then very slowly release those muscles. You need to repeat this process about 20 times. Without any extra physical movement, do it 20 times. Now let's move on to those 5 exercises, and you need to apply this Moolbandh, this root lock, in all 5 of those exercises. I'll tell you when and how. To keep the video short, I'll demonstrate and explain each exercise 2 or 3 times, so watch. Pause the video as many times as needed and practice. You'll see it's absolutely beginner friendly even if you haven't done any yoga poses before, you'll easily recover 50 to 70% within 2 to 3 weeks. That's my promise. You can see my sitting position. I've moved to the right side. First, all the weight of my upper body is on my right elbow. Like this. I folded my right leg underneath. Okay, to create a nice stable base. Now what I'll do is, I'll stretch out the toes of my left foot completely, and while inhaling, I'll lift my left leg. I'll lift sideways as much as I can. Remember, the lifting is happening sideways. I won't twist my body like this. I'll just lift sideways so I can really feel the stretch in my inner thigh and hamstring muscles, and at the same time, my pelvic floor is also getting strengthened. Don't do this movement too fast. If you do it too fast, only your thigh will get trained. Your pelvic floor won't get trained as well. Let me tell you the timing for this. You count to 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. In this way, you lift your leg, and just like I inhaled on the count of 1, 2, 3 at the same time, as I mentioned before, Mula Bandha here, I've tightened my anal muscles and all the pelvic floor muscles upward, meaning inward toward the abdominal cavity, holding them tight. How long do you have to hold? You'll also hold for a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you will release slowly and with control. 1, 2, 3, the leg is coming down. At the same time, I also relaxed my other muscles, the pelvic muscles as well. So how many times will you do this? On one side, do it 15 times initially, that's enough. Inhale like this. 1, 2, 3, pull your muscles, make them very tight, hold for a count of 3. Slowly lower down. 1, 2, 3. Alright, even if you do it 10 times each, doing less than that just won't work at all. You have to do at least 10 times on both legs. Alright, so that's your first exercise done. Then, Turn around and do the same thing with your left leg. Lift in the same way, exactly to the side. Contract all the muscles, pelvic floor, and slowly bring it down. So that's your first exercise done. Keep this in mind. Let's move on to the second exercise, where Mool Bandh is constant. You have to apply the Mool Bandh technique in all of them. So what will we do here? We'll lie down completely on the mat, and I folded my left leg just like before. Now, raise your right leg straight up while inhaling like this. Just like this. I've lifted my leg to a full 90 degrees. I've taken a breath in, and as I said before, I'm trying to pull up all my pelvic muscles from the pubic bone to the coccyx, the whole group, from the pelvic floor to the tailbone, trying to engage all those muscles upwards. Then, while exhaling, move your leg out to the side, and when you take it to the side, don't let it touch the ground. Keep it in the air. The inner thigh muscles are getting stretched and strengthened. Inhale again. Keep everything pulled in tight. Hold it inward and exhale slowly. Very good. Once again, inhale 1, 2, 3, hold it tight. Exhale, relax and let go. Lift it up again. You are inhaling. Tighten everything completely. Hold it very tightly. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale. On both sides, don't let your heel touch the ground. Here too, my heel is in the air. It's lifted up, held it. Now we are moving it to the side. Here as well, my heel is in the air. Keep this in mind. This completes our second exercise, where you need to apply the Mool Bandh. The third exercise also needs to be done while lying down right here. This is a very simple exercise. It really is very simple. What do you have to do? Just fold both your legs at a 90-degree angle. Place both hands on the ground. Inhale. Then open your legs outward like this and use your hands to apply a little more pressure. Now here, my groin is getting the maximum stretch, and at this point too, apply the benefit back. Keep the lock absolutely tight, anal lock, proper Mool Bandh. Then exhale and relax, but don't let your legs drop down, nor should you change the angle. Keep it exactly at 90 degrees. Then again inhale. Both legs have to be opened outwards. Hold tight, pull in hands. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Break time is equal to 0.5 s. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Friends, what I am showing to 3 times for demo, if you accept this as everything and just follow along with it, then this particular video will not be of much benefit to you, because I know that you who are my regular followers see that all my videos are follow along, right? All the videos in the playlist, because I myself do the counting for you. But in today's video, there was a bit of explanation too. So to save time, both yours and mine, and so that you can watch the whole video, otherwise you might skip halfway through. Alright, that's why I'm just showing it 2 or 3 times each. You have to do each exercise 10 times. Now here, you'll do the bridge posture, which is the 4th exercise. This Setu Bandhasana or bridge position is very important. Most people popularly know it as an exercise, right? More than half the people don't know that it's actually a yogic exercise called Setu Bandhasana. It's a very old asana. So what will we do? We'll just apply Mool Bandh in this asana. So from here, you lift up, inhale. When I lift up and my waist reaches its maximum height here, what I do is pull my anal muscles up tightly again and hold them towards my stomach. Hold for a count of 3, then again exit in 3 counts slowly. This negative motion means when you are returning to your original position in any exercise, when you break the exercise and go back. That's called the negative. And the negative should be very controlled. It shouldn't be done very fast. Again, inhale, you lift up and lock your anal muscles very tightly. Exhale and slowly come down. So you've seen the 4th exercise. What will you do in the 5th exercise? You need to come onto both knees like this so you can use either leg. For example, I folded my right leg. The left leg is at a 90-degree angle like this. So from here you have to lift your waist, lift your hip up over this leg, and here too you need to apply Mool Bandh just like this. I've pushed my hip forward and here I've tightened and held my anal muscles completely. Now you have to pull yourself completely against gravity. Hold it, mental control. Hold your breath for 3 to 4 seconds, then exit and sit back relaxed. So, first, you are getting a stretch in the pelvic floor. You will push your waist forward. If you look from the side view, your entire waist, your hips should move forward from here. You should feel a push here and then you will hold. Exit. I think now it is clear. Again, inhale, you will hold. Keep holding tightly and then slowly exit. So these were 5 very effective, quick fix, science-backed physiotherapy exercises that you can do to solve your erectile dysfunction or specifically premature ejaculation. Again, I'm telling you, if you have an issue with sensitive foreskin, I've written how to get rid of it in the description below. Do check that out. Try following these exercises for 2 weeks with time frame and let me know. Yoga Guru Amlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll meet again very soon to solve your queries.